Welcome, Scorpios. What have you guys been up to? This is going to be a general reading for February 26th to the 28th. Keep in mind the roles may be reversed. If you want something more tailored to your own specific situation, click the link in the description box below, which will take you to my website, where you can go ahead and book a personal reading. So, Scorps. Alright, that was fast. First card we have is the Emperor, followed by Six of Swords, Eight of Cups, Five of Cups. Move this over a bit. Then we have Temperance, Death, Ten of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Ooh. So my Scorpios are in a lot of heavy energy. We have two fives here, and five signify change. You're trying to take control of something in your life right now. If not, then you're just kind of taking a controlling standpoint when it comes to something in your life. You could be dealing with an Emperor, which is someone who is a bit older than you. They're kind of an authority figure. They could even be controlling at times, sometimes even narcissistic and manipulative. It just depends. This could be you. So if this isn't you, then it's someone that you're dealing with. And you're feeling like you have to move on to something calmer, or moving on to calmer waters, because that's what the Six of Swords is about. It's about mentally moving on from a difficult situation, maybe even moving on from some trauma. It really just depends. And with that Six of Swords, I have the Eight of Cups here. So we have two of the walking away cards. You could be walking away from a job, walking away from a person. But with the Eight of Cups, this is walking away, but not because you want to. It's because you may even be forced to walk away. Maybe you put your all into the situation. Maybe you didn't get what you invested back and you're being forced to walk away. Maybe someone ended a relationship with you, which is why the Death card is here, because the Death card signifies endings, and it's forcing you to walk away and move on, even though you don't necessarily want to do so. But from what I see, you have learned a lot from this situation that you're walking away from, and you'll be able to take those lessons and that wisdom gained and be able to use it in the future. But I also see that you're walking towards sadness. So if you're not already in the sad, disappointing energy, the energy of feeling disappointed because things haven't gone quite the way that you expected, maybe you invested a lot in the situation and you're not really reaping any of the rewards. But yeah, this is kind of like the crying over spilt milk card. And from what I see, even though there's these three cups that are spilled, if this man or this woman turns around, then they would notice that there's still two cups left. So if they wanted to reconcile the situation, that could definitely be a possibility. But it's all about getting out of this heavy five energy. You may feel like you need to take control just for the sake of balancing. If not, someone in your life has decided to take control of the situation that you were dealing with and kind of go in their own way. If you were dealing with a relationship, maybe things didn't go quite the way that you expected. You're deciding to either leave a partner or a partner is leaving you. But from what I see here, if you are the Emperor, then you're kind of looking away from the balance card, because Temperance is all about balance. So you could be imbalanced right now at this time, maybe a bit too controlling, a bit harsh when you communicate. So just be careful with that. If not, that's someone who is being that way towards you. And there'll be a transformation of some sort. When you move on towards calmer waters, it's because it was induced by an ending of some sort. Whatever this is that's forcing you to walk away, it has you feeling really burdened, like you have a lot of weight on your shoulders, feeling like just like you've been through a lot. 10s signify endings, so a cycle has just been completed. That's why there's a 10 there, which would make sense why there would be an ending if a cycle has just been completed. But right now, you're moving towards feeling left out in the cold if you don't already do so. This could even be the feeling of going through that dark night of the soul, that introspection stage after something has just occurred. You could even be struggling financially for some of you because you may not necessarily feel left out in the cold by an individual. Then it's just your finances aren't where you kind of want them to be. You could be struggling financially in some sort of way, but that's not going to resonate with all of you. Let me grab another deck so I can see what else is going on here. Alright, so why is the Emperor here? Because of the Eight of Wands. There could have been some communication of movement of some sort. The Eight of Wands is really signifies some type of physical movement, whether this is a message, a text message, a phone call, traveling physically. There could have been some communication that came in if you were dealing with this Emperor that led to things being balanced out in some sort of way. Whatever this communication was, it caused you to kind of move on and force you to walk away as well. Why is the Six of Swords here? Because of the Seven of Cups. So you're moving on either away from confusion or moving towards options. Maybe you're in a position where you didn't have a lot of options available to you. But from what I see in the future, once you kind of get into a better mind frame, you'll be able to see that there are options available to you. Or this is just you clearing your head from any confusion that you might have had. And with the Eight of Cups, the walking away card, so we have three of the moving on cards, the Six of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Three of Wands. This just lets me know that you're moving on from whatever situation that you're dealing with. This is just looking onto the future. You might even be waiting for something in particular. But the Three of Wands is really about just looking ahead and looking on to where it is that you want to go next. Why is the Five of Cups here? Because of the Knight of Wands, you could have been dealing with someone who has fire in their chart, so they could have been a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. But the Knight of Wands is someone who's really passionate. At times, they can be impulsive. They kind of like rush in and rush out. They're really passionate, but at times, they can't give you that long-term, stable commitment. Sometimes the Knight of Wands could even be a player, but they don't have to be. But from what I see, could have even been dealing with someone between the ages of 20 and 35. That's usually what a knight signifies. But this person has a lot of fire in their chart. They're really action-oriented. And this is basically the base of your sadness. It's what it's rooting from. Why is this Knight of Wands here? Because of the Three of Cups. You may be feeling sad because you might have wanted to reunite with the Three of Cups, with this Knight of Wands, because the Three of Cups is the reuniting, the celebration card. Maybe there could have even been three people involved in the situation, because there are 2 threes here, but not all of you are dealing with a third party. But from what I see, there is someone or something that came in the way of this relationship. Could have been a parent, could have been a job, it could have been another lover as well. You don't have to, though. That's not going to pertain to everyone. But I feel like there was some outside factor that kind of affected the way that this relationship went, if you were with someone in particular. Some of you are just single and you're moving on to a better place. But for others, there was some outside conflict that kind of led to this ending from what I'm seeing. And with this Temperance card here, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, so there may have been a communication of some sort with the Queen of Pentacles. This person may not have the best of intentions, because look at all the gargoyles, the snakes, just all the cryptic animals surrounding him. Some communication with this Queen of Pentacles, which could be just a really grounding energy. This could even be sometimes a mother or father, affected the relationship that you had with this person. I feel like they maybe got involved. Maybe they moved in. Maybe this was a parent who moved in. It really just depends. But they had something to do with why this didn't work. Some type of mother, father figure in their life, or in your life as well. Why is the Death card here, the ending? The Eight of Pentacles. So you could be focusing on work right now. Maybe just trying to dive your head into your work, just to kind of avoid thinking about things at this time. But this is letting me know that you're going to have to work on moving on. Like, it's going to be a bit difficult because you were really invested in the situation, which makes sense why you wouldn't want to just walk away from it. But there was an ending of some sort, or even a transformation. So for some of you, it's not going to be a full-blown ending. The relationship is just going to be transformed in some sort of way. But it will require work and effort. When it comes to this ending that you're burdened about, the King of Pentacles. Okay. Let me see. What else? King of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. Okay. So you could be in your head because maybe you were providing for this person, or vice versa, they were providing for you. The King of Pentacles is it's a really grounding energy. It's the energy of someone that really knows how to take care of the home. They know how to nurture you, take care of you, make sure the bills are paid, that sort of thing. And you're really in your head when it comes to the stability that this person provided in your life. It would make sense because you don't want to walk away, especially with someone that provides you stability. And from what I see here, maybe this person's looking for a partner of some sort, because look at this king. He's kind of just has his chair out, his throne, waiting for, I guess, their king or their queen to, take their rightful spot. There could also be a child involved for some of you. But yeah, you're just in your head, really having some mental anguish about this ending because this person brought you some type of stability. When it comes to this feeling left out in the cold card, we have the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so yeah, I definitely got the vibe that they were a fire sign. Remember how I said Leo, Aries, Sagittarius? Because the Queen of Wands is right underneath it. And remember how I said I thought this person might be looking for a partner? Look, this Queen of Wands also has an empty throne. So they could either be looking for either man or woman. There may be a child involved, but there was some harsh communication that led to you feeling left out in the cold by this person. Maybe something impulsive happened, and it just made you feel like you've been left out. And so for my Scorps, I'm going to pull out 2 cards for best advice. All right, so best advice for February 26th to the 28th for my Scorpios. Let's see what's the best way to move forward. Okay, so this is stating for you to take action. Know what it is that you want. That way you can take action and move forward towards it. But whatever this is, it may involve you to kind of release either a relationship or release some type of thinking that you've been indoctrinated by. These are just beliefs that no longer serve you. Ideals and just things that you live by that don't necessarily work for you anymore. It's telling you to release those ideologies and come up with things or just find something new that will actually work for you, from what I see here. And don't be so caught up within yourself that you end up missing an opportunity of some sort. So just avoid being self-absorbed is the vibe that I get off of this, and you should be fine. And so that's the end of the reading for my Scorps. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Sending you guys love and light, and have a good night. Bye.